Sir, you are Guru Dutt ji's cousin. For a budding filmmaker, it was a dream to work under him. But you decided not to work under Guru Dutt ji. Why?
I didn't want my work to become imitative of him. If I were actually to be working with him, I would have developed his way of doing things, his thinking, his philosophy, all of those things, which would have become, I would have become, in other words, a kind of rubber stamp of him, which I did not want, because I wanted my own voice to be heard and my own thinking to predominate what I was doing. And that can only happen when you learn to make your own mistakes, and from that you really learn. In other words, you have to stand on your own 2 feet and not be sitting on somebody else's shoulders. So you see, because you can do that as well. A lot of people do that. So I was very conscious of that.
But you decided to work in ad world, making advertising films, which is all about very polished imagery. But feature films that you made were starkly realistic. Do you see a contradiction there, sir?
Well, it has to, because you see, I learned my craft in making advertising films, because I didn't go to a film school, to learn the craft of making films. I learned the craft of making films by making advertising films. So in that sense, I think my learning process was far more effective than if I were to have gone to a film school. Because the film school would have taught me in a particular order, but by doing advertising films, the challenge was much greater. Because you would have to change, every day it was a different kind of film you were making. And also the techniques. There's so many different kinds of techniques that you get an opportunity to work with and work on. So because of that, I think that was much better learning in terms of becoming a filmmaker than if I had actually gone to a film school. So I think 10 years or decade or more of making advertising films helped me enormously in becoming a filmmaker. Because, I didn't have to be anybody else's assistant even. I could directly start making films because of my advertising film background.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon and stay entertained.